Pew! Pew! Huh? Ah!
Well, hello everyone, and welcome to this little video about Total War Rome 2 Wrath of Sparta. Now, this has been long rumoured, at least a rumour about the Peloponnesian Wars kind of DLC has been around for quite a while, but they finally announced it, it's finally been confirmed, so I'm just going to go over a bit about it, and also kind of the factions that you can play as. So, what is it? Essentially, it's set in No, it's not set in it's set in 432 BC at the outset of the Peloponnesian War. It's an entirely new campaign expansion, and it's going to be released on the 16th of December, which I believe is a Tuesday. So you've got less than 2 weeks until this DLC comes out. So, it's basically set, I think it's got the smallest area that a campaign pack has had before. It's mainly set just in Greece, and with a little bit of kind of Turkey on the right hand side. There are 4 playable factions. You've got Athens, or the Athenae. So this was pretty much a big war between Athens and Sparta and all of Greece, really. So I'll just go over a little bit about the Athens faction. So, Athens leads the Greek world in mathematics, science, philosophy and architecture, and it should be its protector also. But Sparta resents the newfound influence. Just 50 years after the end of the Persian invasion, war once again looms over Greece. The prize is effective control over the entire country. Athens' naval might is matched by Sparta's superior land forces. Okay, so either city has Corinthian and Boeotian allies, and could emerge from the ensuing flock victorious to claim it. And it's the learning centre of the ancient world. Athens profits well from its cultural exports and its naval supremacy. So we have Athens, quite the force to be reckoned with. Okay, so the next faction, Corinth. Unified under an oligarchical system of government, Corinth has become rich from trade due to its geographical position, and that wealth has helped it launch public construction projects from far afield to Sicily. Following a period of tyranny, it allied with Sparta, fighting to repel the Persian invasions as part of the Hellenic League. Although Corinth supported Athens during the Greco-Persian Wars, Athens' backing of the rebel colony of Croca in its struggle against Corinthian rule has caused hostilities to break out between the two great cities. Okay, a naval confrontation is sure to ensue. As you can tell, I'm reading this from the wiki, quite badly, I'd like to add, so if you want all the information, I'll post a link to the wiki of the Wrath of Sparta campaign pack as well. So, it's standing in the industrial shadow of Athens, but it is a proud maritime and it's got some well-trained sailors and swifter ships. Okay, so if they decided to ally with Sparta, which I imagine they would do, they've got the navy and the army to match Athens. Then we go on to Sparta. An entirely militarized culture, the Spartans are truly a force to be reckoned with. Despite Sparta's command of Greek forces during the recent Greco-Persian Wars and its noble sacrifice Athenopoli, Athens' own victories have dramatically increased its prestige, and war with Persia is high on its agenda. Although Sparta may not be sufficiently recovered to face the Persians, with allies such as Corinth, it could yet defeat Athens and the Delian League states. Right, so they don't have the navy, but they've got the army. So if you're looking for a faction centered around its military, Sparta's definitely the way to go. And then the Boeotian League. Again, I'm not really entirely sure of the correct pronunciations, but I think Thebes is its capital. Right, so Thebes, as I just said, is its predominant city and capital of the League, and it was a religious confederation at first, but is now chiefly concerned with mutual defence. The city's surprising support of Persia during its second invasion caused Thebes temporarily disbandment as the League's leader, before perceived Athenian imperialism led to its reinstatement by Sparta. Okay, so 10 years of Athenian occupation followed before the Boeotians won their independence at the Battle of Crimea. Despite negotiated peace, the reformed Boeotian League's enmity towards Athens continued unabated. Now fueled by its rivals' interference in Corinthian colonial matters, the Boeotians are poised, along with its allies Sparta and Corinthios, to end Athens' empire building once and for all. Blimey, so it's pretty much all against Athens in this campaign pack. But Athens does start with quite a few more territories than that of Corinth, Sparta, and Thebes. So there we go. I'm just trying to think of if there's any more little bits and bobs I should talk about. Let me just see. It's got some new... Well, it's the content, the DLC is priced at, I think, at the minute, 10% off at £8.99. When it's released, it'll be £9.99. But it's got new tech trees, more units. It's got the Persian threat, so if you get to a certain point where you're clear that you're going to win, then the Persians will escalate their military to try and stop you. So that's probably its end game, really. It's got new army and naval unit rosters. I think it's got 70 odd regions. Essentially regions, territories. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this DLC. My own kind of playstyle and my Let's Plays kind of really do suit smaller campaigns, like I did with Syracuse. I may well do a faction vote. If you've got any ideas of the faction that you're going to play as, or the faction that you'd like me to play as, make sure to let me know, and I'll definitely take that into consideration when I pick my faction. But that's about it. I'm going to stop waffling on now and get back to drinking my Chang, because it's a Thursday and I fancied a beer. So there we have it. Wrath of Sparta coming out December 16th. Till next time, everyone, I bid you a good day.